Namaste and welcome to the Essence of Knowledge weekly meeting. This meeting is a part of the Essence of Knowledge program, which is available on gyanmarg.guru for all the seekers of knowledge. It is free and online program. In these meetings, I try to help you complete the program and clear your doubts and answer your questions regarding the contents of the program. So we can start today's meeting. If there are any questions, you can ask them by writing here. All questions are most welcome. Shivam is asking, when I introspected on the question, who is existence? 11th lesson. In my direct experience, it is experiencer. Is it true? It is 50% true, you can say. But as you know, whenever we ask who, the standard answer should point to a person. The word who is used for a person. So existence is not a person. That should be very obvious. Then sometimes the existence is personified, especially in ancient literature you will see. It is personified because it is aware, conscious and powerful. So yes, the who is applicable then in that limited sense, and you can say yes, it is the experiencer because its essence is experiencer. That is the unchanging aspect of the existence. So essentially we can say that existence is the experiencer. But this answer is answer to the what question. What is existence? Or more precisely you can ask, what is existence essentially? What is that in existence which cannot be reduced to something simpler than it is? And then the answer is absolutely correct, that existence is essentially the experiencer. Just like the sea is essentially water, not waves. Or the clay pot is essentially clay, not the shape of the pot, color of the pot. There are 7 questions, and in one of the chapters before 11th, it is clearly told what should be the answer of which question. Otherwise, it will cause more ignorance. You must have heard this question a lot of times. Who am I? And the answer is experiencer. Nobody bothers about the details of the question. It is not important. But it is the answer to what am I, not who am I. Only a slight difference. But it is understood. The guru says the student understands and it is all okay. But somebody who is new, who is just joining the path of knowledge, it is not accurate for that person. That person will not understand. Because who in his experience always points to the body mind. And when we ask what, it is pointing to the essence. Remember, the answer to what question is the most elementary definition of whatever is in the question about whatever you are asking. Its simplest explanation should be given by the what question. Sometimes for clarity we add who am I essentially, or what am I essentially, and then it becomes very clear. Essence is the simplest and the most important thing. So the what question is more accurate. Sometimes for convenience we can use who question, but always with this understanding that it is not a person, nothing to do with person at all. Ultimately you will see that these questions they lead to unknowing, because there is nobody which can be pointed at when you try to answer a who question. There is nobody. Initially we can say, yes, this is the body mind, this is the person. But as you know, as you progress in the chapters and the program, you will come to know that there is no person. The person is a concept. It is not even appearing. What is appearing? The body mind. So the answer should be the body mind. But no, it is false. It is appearance, illusion. So there is no who. There is no answer to who. Similarly, you can start asking the where question, and you will see that all the space and locations are illusions or concepts. Nothing will be found in a particular location. Nothing at all. So the where question also leads to unknowing. Then you can try the when question and you will see the time is concept. It is not even appearing. What is appearing is change, and change is illusion, false. Nothing can be found in time. There is no beginning or end of anything. Again, unknowing. So all the 7 questions must lead to unknowing. All these 4 terms: existence, experiencer, experience, and experiencing. They are all one. They are all pointing to one. They are names of the one. And when they lead to unknowing, we say that which is, which means the existence, is unknowable. You can ask, what is existence? Somebody can say, it is the experiencer. It is fine. But you can ask, what is experiencer? Now you will need to teach the whole path of knowledge there. Ultimately, you will see that it cannot be grasped, cannot be understood, cannot be known. Only whatever was imagined, whatever was superimposed on this thing called experiencer, only that can be removed. But we are not concerned about not getting any knowledge because it is me. Then you drop the me also, I also, because these are also words, concepts. Now there is just being, and why should we use being or seeing or whatever? It is just silence. So the whole point of path of knowledge is to bring you in silence, not to give you more words, more definitions, more concepts. That is the final state of the seeker, according to Patanjali also, if you read the Yoga Sutras. When all these mental noise stops, then the seeker is established in his true nature. That is the essence of Ashtanga Yoga or Yoga Sutras. Same thing, we are trying to do the same thing, but this method is direct. As long as you are stuck on questions, who and when and why, and the words, experience, experiencer, and so on, it can be said that you are not situated in your true essence. Words are helpful. For what? To get knowledge? No. To remove ignorance and make you that which you are originally. To establish you in your true nature. So on the path of knowledge, we don't get knowledge. We come back into our essential nature, which was forgotten. It was not lost. It did not go away. It was forgotten. That forgetting is called ignorance. Okay, Kulpreet is asking, upon emotion memory upsurge, I tried the remembrance, we are not this creature, and experienced more peaceful state again. Please review. Very good. Yes, it is progress. Continue the practice. You can add to this practice that experience of the peace is also not you. Any state of the mind is also not me, and it is not mine. But that will be too advanced for you right now. So this is a good start. We are not this creature. Instead of using we, use I. You cannot talk for other people here. Probably they are the creatures. You should always use the word, I am not this creature. Shivam is asking, so this illusion is appearing on the background of experiencer? Yes, exactly. Like the pictures appear on the screen. Joshua is asking, as I get to know myself as the experiencer, this question keeps arising. What is my deepest intention? Do I even have such a thing? Or am I simply seeming to do all of this because I am what I am, from pure emptiness, pure allowing, or something like this? You can say intention means a desire. Intending to do something means there is a desire and something will happen. That is one interpretation. If you mean something else, let me know. This is my understanding of the word intention. So, as you know, experiencer is without any qualities. It is completely empty. There is no question of having any intention there or any desire. What are intentions and desires and actions? They are properties of this body mind, any creature. They have these intentions and so on. It does not matter whether it is deeper or shallower. It is what it is. There is a memory in every creature, and the desire is simply an activity of the memory. Something is stored there, like survival programs, or whatever gives that creature some little bit of happiness, reward, that keeps appearing as desire or intention. It keeps running, that memory, or you can call it mind in simple words. It is not an inactive memory. It keeps running and it keeps producing desires, intentions, thoughts, wants, and so on. And they get converted into actions whenever the situation is favorable. So this whole thing is happening in the creature anywhere. Sometimes you can personify other things like the whole earth and so on. Why it is doing that, so on. But that is not really accurate. But these are qualities of something else. It is not the essence. How do we know for sure? Because it comes and goes. It does not matter how deep it is, from which layer of memory it is coming. It does not matter. It comes and goes. And that is the sign that it has nothing to do with the experiencer. So you do not have any intention. You are the witness of all intentions. They appear, disappear, some turn into actions, some do not. The body mind is the medium of action. So sometimes this memory is also called impressions, or in Sanskrit we call it sanskar, and the actions are called karma. So it is all happening and I am witnessing. I don't do anything. There is nobody who can do anything. It simply appears like this. Then the intellect comes in. The intellect isolates something from the whole and says, this did it. This person did this action. And then it uses the same logic on this body mind. I did it. I was intending. This is the ego, our friend ego. So I'm not that. I'm simply watching this play happening. Play of there being experiences getting stored in the memory running in a loop, producing desires, intentions, actions, the body doing something, acting, speaking, thinking, emotions. This is the machine. And I'm simply a witness of all this. This is how this loop is happening. Because when this thing acts, it produces new experiences. Anything which acts produces something new. And they are again impressed on the memory. So this is the cycle of the world. Sansaric cycle. How to get rid of this? There is no need. You are already out of it. Many people are very concerned. I am in this wheel of samsara. You are not. This creature is. That is its home. That is the right place for the creature. It cannot be anywhere else. So I am already free. I don't do anything. I do not even allow, and I do not disallow. So yes, pure emptiness is a good description. But any words you add on it, on the top of emptiness, it will become ignorance. It will become again another superimposition of qualities of this object or that object or this creature or this human being on the pure essence. So sometimes it is very easy to find that gross things is not me, like body, any other object or any organ in the body. Then it is easy to understand that the memories and all these things are not me. I don't do any action. This is also easy. But when it is very subtle, when it is too tiny to be called an experience, like intention, From where it is coming, we don't know. Any ordinary person will not know. Like a desire, it 100% looks like it is coming from me. But that is another experience. That is another process. So you need a very sharp intellect to catch this kind of identification which happens. You need to observe whatever is happening very closely and use this formula. Is it coming and going? Yes. Okay, it is not me. So sometimes the mind can trick the seeker. I have verified everything. Nothing is me except this one thing about which I don't know what it is. But because I don't know what it is, it must be me. This is how some seekers think. And they remain like this because they don't have any guru. They don't have any path. Joshua is saying, this was my intuition, my mind and indoctrination don't like it very much. There is a very poetic interpretation of reality I once embraced that says, I am doing this to know myself, to share love, to bring light to darkness. The knowledge is untangling these knots, but they are persistent. No problem. More and more abiding in the essence will make these things ineffective. There is nothing wrong in imagining these things. I am doing this to know myself. Actually, we are on the path of knowledge to know what we are. Or I am on the path of knowledge to know what I am. That is more accurate, isn't it? So these are initial goals of a seeker. That is what they want. As they walk on the path, they will see that it all becomes meaningless. I cannot know myself. I can only undo the ignorance. Then I am there as I was. I cannot share love because everybody is me, essentially. That is true love. It cannot be shared and it cannot be given or taken. It is love. And you cannot bring light. It is all perfect already. There is nobody to do it. It is all happening. So all these side goals, they become irrelevant. Then the main goal becomes to remain in silence and to abide in knowledge. Because nothing else will make any sense. So sometimes we say, there is nothing else to do. So this is the play now. The seeker is playing. Let me do this. Let me share love, light and knowledge. This is a play. If they don't do it, it does not really matter. Nothing happens. Nothing bad will happen. So what is the problem? That even after knowledge, even after getting to the state of unknowing, clearing all the ignorance, the seeker says, I am searching. I need to know this. I need to do that. They say it seriously instead of taking it as a play. That can be a problem. So when this happens, that everything becomes a play and the goal becomes to be without any goal, that is the state of bliss. Because now nothing remains to be done. Nothing will be achieved anyway. Nobody is doing it. This state is bliss. And any kind of struggle to get something, to change something, to do something, especially in the world and in this creature, is the absence of bliss. It is not absence, it is covered up by this struggle. So clear the ignorance, get into unknowing, that is silence. Silence is peace and bliss. End of the story. Nothing more is achieved. So now you will appreciate why this is called the final path. This is final. Rest is play. Shivam is asking, what is potential? It is the ability in the existence to appear. You can say there is a possibility in the existence to appear, to manifest. And that is called potential. Or sometimes we add infinite in front of it. We say infinite potential. It is infinitely potent. It can produce anything. Shivam is asking, and my relation to this potential is one. Because when I, the experiencer, is not there, potential or experience is not there. Yes, correct. It is nothing but you only, your illusory aspect. So instead of saying relation, we say there is no relation, it is one. You and potential are one. Experience and the experiencer are one. You are the experiencer. Experience is the manifested potential only. So infinite potential is nothing. It is a name of the existence, non-dual existence, where experience and experiencer are combined. And more accurately, you can say that experiencer and its potential, they are always found together. It is not correct to say that when experiencer is not there, experience is not there. It is not correct, because you won't be able to verify this statement. You will never be able to see absence of the experiencer, and you will never be able to know absence of the experience. So I know what you're saying, but more accurately, they are always there. Experiencer and experience is always there, timelessly present, because they are nothing but existence, and so they are one. So instead of saying it is not there and so the other thing is not there, that is not verifiable. But they are always there. Experiencer as the essence, experience as the potential, that is verifiable, especially if you know that it is timeless, eternal. That means there is no possibility of coming and going of anything there. That's why it is called infinite potential. So I am the illusion. Not only I am this witness of the illusion, I am the illusion also. But that is my changing aspect, my changing form. And now this sentence is said at the level of non-duality. At the level of duality, I am not that which is changing, because I am identifying with the essence here. So at the level of duality, we say, I am the experiencer, not the other thing. I am the water, not the waves, which is perfectly logical, correct. At the level of non-duality, you cannot divide it, because it is one. So there we say, my true part is this, false part is that, but it is one. Instead of saying all these things, we say not to. On the path of knowledge, it is said not to, and then silence, because anything that will be added to this not to will be wrong. And as you know, there is a third level, which is the level of the illusion. In the level of the illusion, I am the person. I am this body-mind, human being. This level is also called the transactional reality. So it is perfectly okay. Once you know all these three levels, you can say my knowledge is complete now. So for the practical purposes, transactional purposes, in order to complete this lifetime, the seeker acts like an ordinary person, normal person. Nothing wrong in that. I am the experiencer is only, you can say, 1/3 of the knowledge, partial knowledge. Then you need to check it from 2 more angles. That is the complete knowledge. So I think this is today's meeting. Hopefully everybody is progressing in their program nicely. And we'll meet next time, next week. Thank you everybody for participating. Namaste.